Hola and bienvenido. Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for taking the time to watch our services management presentation. Our research has been conducted on Gringo's Mexican Kitchen. Our project team consists of Jordan Fothery from Dallas, Texas, Jocelyn Moore from Missouri City, Texas, and Michael Schuster from Alvin, Texas. We are all graduate students at the University of Houston, Conrad N. Hilton College. In the upcoming slides, we will present our methodology, history and location, brand identity prism, semiotic square, serve-qual analysis, service failures, gap model, and we'll conclude with our recommendations. Our methodology consists of research, a group visit, reviews analysis, and evaluation. Our findings on the history and overall information about Gringo's restaurant is our research. We took a group visit to experience the service and atmosphere of Gringo's. This also allowed us to evaluate the overall service and quality of the food. Our reviews analysis is where we collected data from online reviews of customers via Yelp and Google reviews. The evaluation is where we have the opportunity to discuss our findings in the online reviews as well as our group visit and make our recommendations based off of the serve-qual and gap model. Gringo's is currently owned and operated by Russell Ybarra. Russell is the son of the founder, Eugene Ybarra, of Gringo's and the El Toro chain of Mexican restaurants that have been serving the Houston and surrounding suburbs since the 1960s. Eugene Ybarra is said to have put Tex-Mex restaurants into the mainstream since opening his first restaurant in La Porte, Texas. Russell Ybarra took over the Gringo's chain from his father in 1992. Russell Ybarra's start in the restaurant business goes back to his teenage years. As an owner, he struggled in his early 20s, but has built a well-respected chain of very successful restaurants that serve thousands of Tex-Mex enthusiasts daily. Russell Ybarra was inducted into the Texas Restaurant Association Hall of Honor in June of 2016. Russell Ybarra now has 11 Gringo's locations around Houston and also owns the Chimichangas line of restaurants, which is the sister concept of Gringo's Mexican Kitchen. We chose to concentrate our research on the Gringo's located at Pearland Town Center. This is the location that we gathered online reviews and made a group visit to. Gringo's core values are 1. Building guest relationships one meal at a time. 2. Fostering honesty and respect amongst their team members. Number 3. Reinvesting in their team members and local community. Number 4. Developing a relationship of trust with their vendors. And number 5. Never being satisfied. There is a passion project for veterans that is also very important to Russell Ybarra. Russell Ybarra's Home for Heroes is a house of healing that has been made possible by the many patrons and guests of Gringo's Mexican Kitchen. This home provides comfort and peace to our veterans in their time of need. Gringo's uno purpose is to enrich lives one taco at a time by serving the highest quality Tex-Mex at the lowest price possible. Knowing that Russell Ybarra wants to enrich lives one taco at a time enables us to get a better understanding of how the brand identity prism should be laid out. Also, to better understand what Gringo's has to offer, the three of us decided that we should, of course, enjoy a good margarita and a meal to see if the Gringo's mission was reputable. Let's begin with the customer reflection section. We found that Gringo's ambiance was a very casual environment for all. It was fun-filled and family-oriented, and the floor layout allowed everyone to enjoy each other as well as their meal in whatever group setting they were in. Which leads us to the relationship mode of the prism. From entering the front doors and being greeted to when we were seated by the staff, they showed us nothing but professionalism. Even when our waitress did not know something per se, she let us know that her knowledge was limited and that she would get the answers that we needed. We also had the opportunity during the course of our meal to visit with the manager. She gave us great knowledge and told us about upcoming training that they would be adding for their servers and staff. Each of us at the table ordered something different, which enabled us to discuss the food quality at Gringo's. Each plate had great presentation, from the colors to the construction of the plate. They provided something for each of us, for the pescatarian at the table, to the healthier salad eater, and of course the meat eater. The brand personality speaks for itself. Gringo's truly does believe in doing for the community. They have the confidence to put their name and image out into the local community, and that blends in the values and cultures that they provide. Gringo's is a place that provides for all ages. From the happy hour that they have to the complimentary ice cream machine that's available in the lobby for kids of all ages. Gringo's shows us that they truly care and want to meet the needs of their patrons. And of course, the customer self-concept is to provide an authentic taste of Tex-Mex. Next, we will view the semiotic square. This square will show us the relationship between Gringo's and its patrons. Silver tequila. These are our patrons that are our socialites, the ones who come for a temporary fix of people and food, enjoy the bar tapas and drinks during the happy hour time frame. Tequila aged. These are the patrons that come to enjoy the food and conversation with friends or family members in a sit-down setting. These are the patrons that sit within the sections of the restaurant that are away from the bar. Tequila Gold. These patrons are the ones that have brought their family out for an evening dinner because it's easier to come out to eat rather than stay home and cook. They know what they are getting in terms of service and food. These are the ones that we call frequent flyers. Tequila Rested. These patrons are the ones that want a group setting and tend to sit and stay a while. We call them our lifetime patrons. These are the ones that bring in their family and friends, and they know the menu from front to back, and they'll give you their recommendations for their favorite dishes. Gringo's also provides the opportunity to cater events in their restaurants and offers off-premise catering. This is our overview of our gap analysis. This is where we have mapped the mismatch between consumer expectations and perceptions. Service problems that fall under Gap 2 are delays in being seated at a table and delays in food and beverage service. We now would like to provide a brief recap of our group visit. On Friday, February 9th, we entered the establishment, encountering many families coming in and leaving with small children, and we arrived at around 6:45 p.m. We checked in with the hostess and were quoted about a 30 to 45 minute wait for our party of 3. There was a large waiting area available, which was partly full. We noticed that there were different themed areas throughout the restaurant, which provided unique ambiances in different spaces, and they also had private dining rooms. We did encounter some service issues. The first, it took 30 minutes to receive a cocktail. So first, one of us ordered a Moscow Mule. The server came back and told us that they were out of ginger beer. That's fine. So that person ordered a Tito's and soda. However, we then found out they no longer carry Tito's and haven't in over a year, but it was still on the menu. And some of the staff lacked alcohol experience and knowledge. But overall, it was a pleasant experience. We analyzed the last 100 reviews from Yelp and Google reviews. There is an average of a 4-star rating with mostly glowing reviews. From research, we found that 48% of the reviews were 5 stars. We concentrated on the repeat issues reported online. The top problems reported are service quality, inattentive service, parking, a wait to be seated, and a delay in food and beverage service. And again, we had a delay to be seated and a delay in food and beverage. We have crafted some recommendations for the previously mentioned service failures. For the peak periods with long wait times on arrival for a table, we recommend passing some light appetizers to hold people over and keep them in a good mood. Also, you could pass some fruit-infused water. We also recommend that a cocktail server that works in the bar also float in the waiting room and offer happy hour pricing for any guests that are on a lengthy wait. Next, we recommend adding a dedicated service bar to speed up drink service. You see, the servers were waiting on drinks from the same bartenders that had a line at the bar. They really needed a dedicated service bar to keep drinks going to the restaurant tables. And lastly, there was a lack of server knowledge, so we recommend recruiting University of Houston hospitality students who are enthusiastic about service and need credit for class or internship. We also recommend that the restaurant conduct a weekly food and beverage training, and they could have a daily stand-up meeting where one menu item is highlighted and the staff is quizzed to keep them sharp. Thank you for your time. Gracias y adios.